So I'd like to show you how to create a scoreboard for your game. The first thing I want to remind you is that I have two sprites. The sprite with the cat moves with the arrows. So when I click on the green flag, I can move my cat up and down and sideways. The second thing that I wanted to remind you was that the balloon can move randomly forever. Now what I want to do is I want to create a score where every time the two balloons touch, the balloon and the sprite touch, there is a addition of 1 point. Every time the sprite touches the purple, the point value goes down. So the way I do that is the following. I'm going to go to my cat sprite again, and I'm going to say that when I click on the green flag, I'm going to create a variable. My variable name is score for this game. I can call it anything I want, but I'm going to call it score because that's what it is. Notice that it appears up here and the value is 0 right now. Okay, so now I want to say I want to change my score by 1. Let's think about when I want to change my score by 1. I want to change my score by 1 when I have my two sprites touching. So I'm going to go back to where it says controls, and I'm going to say if sensing my two sprites are touching, so if cat is touching balloon, then change the score by 1. Let's see if this works. So I click my green flag, and I'm going to test it out right now. But the score did not change. And the reason for that is because the green flag only tests this once, as soon as I click the green flag. So if they're not touching when the green flag is clicked, the scoreboard is not going to work. So I need to add something else. I need to say, let's test this loop forever. So let's go back to controls and put the whole entire thing into a forever loop. So it's constantly going to check if the balloon and the cat are touching each other. Let's start the game over. There we go. Now notice how every time they touch, my score goes up by 7 or 8 points, which is not what I want to do. So in order to slow this down, I'm going to have to add a slow down command, which in this case would be wait. So each time my score changes by 1, I'd like to wait 1 second. So now take a look. As the balloon touches the cat, the score changes by 1 because it's waiting for the balloon to move away 1 second. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to say stop. Notice that my score did not change. I want my score to be reset to 0. Think about it. When do I want the score to be changed back to 0? The answer is when I click the green flag. So let's go back to variables and set my score back to 0 when I click the green flag. Let's test this out. There we go. My score is going up. When I click the green flag, my score gets set back to 0. Now it's your turn. What I want you to think about is what happens when the cat touches one of my obstacles. In my case, I made my obstacles purple. So I would want to create an if statement sensing if the sprite, the cat, is touching one of the purple squares. And when it is, the score will go down. I will not give you the entire code, but I will tell you that when I click on sensing, I can select the color. And in this case, I want to use the purple. How am I going to get that exact shade of purple? I have a little eyedropper tool right here, and I can grab the purple from my obstacle. So now I'm going to create an if statement around the purple touching the sprite. Good luck with that. Don't forget to put it into the forever loop.